Pulsikins and Heftikins, welcome to the DeFi Crypto Alliance Show, the loudest megaphone in Pulse Chain land. I am Corey Geary. What is going on, guys? I am pumped today. Happy Monday, Pulsikins. How are you feeling today after the weekend? Man, I'm ready for this week, guys. I'm ready to get it on, create a lot of value in the world so we can make some money, so we can put this back in the Pulse Chain. And all while trying to move to a different country. This move has been painful, and I'll be so glad when it's over. But right now, we're in the midst of it all. It's funny because we're throwing away so many things and selling all this stuff. And every time we throw something away or sell something, my daughter cries and has this fit, because she thinks we own this and that they're taking it from us. And I have to re-explain to her, no, they bought this, or no, we threw this away. And it's a good lesson for her, because she's got to realize that these world possessions that we have, they're nothing. They mean nothing. And we have to detach ourselves from this stuff once in a while. And it's nice because our move from Puerto Rico here back to Arizona, we're going to be throwing almost the entire house or selling everything off. So it's a lot of detachment, which is good, to get back to Arizona and then buy the stuff all over again. But man, what a weekend, guys. I tell you, I told you this stuff is getting worked on in the background. People want to FUD it and say that it's not going anywhere and that he's wanted and he's hiding out and not doing anything about it. Bullshit. The attorneys, I know that for a fact, the attorneys have been working on this issue for months, maybe even longer than that, maybe a year, to resolve the situation. They resolved this SEC. Everyone thought that the SEC was going to beat RH and that he's going to end up paying. Remember the FUD guys? RH was going to jail from the SEC. What the fuck, right? Don't listen to these freaking Twitter trolls, guys. Don't listen to the KOLs who want clickbait and that love misery loves company, okay? Don't fall for the misery loves company game, right? It's just so crazy. And everyone thought he would go to jail and have to pay all this millions of dollars to SEC, and none of that happened. And we're seeing the same thing unfold with Interpol. I told you guys that they were working on this. They're working on a resolution. They're going to come to the resolution. And then I did a show last week saying the $25 million that went to the mixer is to pay Interpol. Do I know for a fact that that's what it's for? Not 100%. I know. I don't know Richard Hart's attorneys. I don't know Richard Hart personally. I don't have access to those keys. But I'm 80% sure it's what it's for. So everyone and their freaking mom on Twitter wants that money to pump their bags. They're so freaking what's the right word for it? So selfish in the short term that they don't want to build for the long term. That's a good way to think about it. They want their bags to pump in the immediate because they want to sell out, dump on everyone's head, exit. They're tourists. So what Johnny Chaos like to say sometimes. He was on my show 2 weeks ago. If you guys didn't watch that show, you should definitely go watch that show. It was freaking fire. But he calls them tourists, right? And these guys are tourists, are the ones who, they want Richard Hart to inject that $25 million into the assets tomorrow. And just look, man, I'd rather him be paying off Interpol. We have more sustainability. We have more long-term growth. Most people don't understand how severe Interpol is. It is a lot more serious than the SEC. SEC just wanted $30 million from Richard Hart. That was it. Fucking Interpol wanted $120 million and want to put him in jail. And in fact, they went and said, hey, any other country who will cooperate with us, if you see this guy, arrest him on the spot. What? How can you not see how much more severe that is than what the SEC is? It is extremely severe. The severity of the situation is massive, and that's why he hasn't been streaming. Fuck, guys. Fuck, that's why he hasn't been streaming and have been putting in the amount of work that you like to see him do, even though he, in my opinion, he's done plenty of work. right? The tablets is a good, like, faith, like, based type, like him making good effort with a little bit of, like, the little bit that he can do, right? I feel like he's in prison right now because it is what he is. He is like in jail, right? And so if this Interpol thing goes away, Richard Hart gets out of jail. That's literally what's going to happen, and it is one of the last rocket engines firing off to Valhalla. We need that. The chain so much harder and has so much more sustainability in the price chart than him just bringing in $25 million and buying your fucking bags. So you can dump on his head with an easy 5X and then, just freaking dump your bags now, man. Shit. Fuck. Go get your 5X over somewhere else, Sui, Solana, wherever else might, Sonic, And nothing wrong with those chains. Nothing wrong with those chains at all. I'm not saying there is, but you have options. No one's holding you here. And it's really, really cool to see the update. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at what Nuclear Herbs posted. Now, remember, guys, whenever you see stuff being posted on usually X, well, the fact of the matter is you don't know the whole story. There's more information that needs to be kind of sleuthed out. But he said, Interpol update. This was shared with me a few minutes ago along with a message. Someone, I don't actually know who, has been monitoring the website and starts noticing updates a few months after the SEC case went away. And that's funny. That means somebody was doing something. It's fucking lawyers. So for you guys, on X, not my audience, but for you guys who love the Misery Less Company game, fuck off. His lawyer's been working on this the entire time, and he's spending a lot of money to get this thing to go away, right? So here are screenshots they took that were forwarded to me and with permission to share. It looks like there was an update about 10 days ago. I have no idea what these updates actually are, but the timing is interesting, given that they all showed up after the SEC case got resolved. Also, the timing of the $25 million, I might add into this, going to the mixer. I could go all conspiracy theory here, but I'll just leave it at this for now. Here's the link, posting the updates, and then you can see right here the most latest post. Right here was on the beginning of October, this month. Okay, 2025, not 24, is the latest update. There is stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, and that's perfectly fine. We don't need to know the whole story, okay? You got to have some fucking faith, bro, right? You got to have some faith in this shit, or you don't earn your gains, right? That's just how it goes. And I've been screaming to you guys the entire last 8 months that this shit's being worked on. It's being worked on. The attorneys are in the background. How can you think for 1 second that he spends $30 million to get the SEC to go away, and he goes to that entire trouble, you know how much problem that was, how problematic for him that was, and then he's not going to do this with the red notice? It's crazy. It's crazy. So, so it's all but gone, in my opinion. We're just a matter of time before they say, okay, it's gone, take it away. I'm sure there's some due process type shit they got to do in the background, some paperwork, all this other stuff that they got to do to finalize this. And the timing couldn't be more perfect, right? We haven't seen altcoin season yet. We've seen the business ISM completely destroy the freaking crypto markets as a whole, minus Bitcoin, of course. And so, this timing couldn't be more perfect. Imagine coming in before the next altcoin season and we get Richard Hart back. He's out of jail. Fucking over. In my opinion, you don't even need him injecting the liquidity. And if he does, great. You don't even need it no more. With him back at the helm and him putting the work in and him out of jail, it's over. So, interesting stuff to see unfold. I love Nuclear Herbs. Nuclear Herbs is always on top of it. He, the entire time of the SEC, he was there to kind of guide us through and let us know that it was kind of in a roundabout way that it was going to be okay, right? That was his message to the Paulsons and Hetzekins. Hey, it's going to be okay. I'm an attorney. I've seen this before. And now Nuclear Herbs is saying that again in a roundabout way to you guys. It's going to be okay. Chill out. What happened last time he said that? It was okay. It's about to be okay again. And this thing's more severe than the SEC. And when this thing gets released, he's out of jail. Maybe that's why he's tweeting so much again. Maybe that's why we're hearing so much about Richard again, because he has a little bit more freedom. Maybe it's just not 100% yet. Like I said, maybe there's some paperwork that needs to be filed, or maybe he has like a timeline that he has to abide by. I don't know, right? Like, I don't know this shit, and if you guys know more about Interpol and how they work and what goes on behind the scenes there, feel free to comment and, chime in on the conversation, right? But this stuff, man, I knew it was being worked on, and he's not just going to sit there and not do anything about it. Like, fuck, come on, man. It wasn't the SEC proof enough? Don't listen to the Misery Loves Company KOLs. That's all I got to say, man. So it's awesome. I love to see that, this stuff is moving forward. We're about to get the release of the Interpol red notice, and Richard's going to get out of jail, and it's going to be freaking boxing gloves off. We're going to go fight, and I mean, it's going to be awesome. That's when you're going to see the return of the leader, and he's going to go to the ring, and man, it's going to be glorious. I cannot wait. So 144 of you guys watching. That's awesome. Give me a retweet if you like the content. Smash the like, hit the subscribe, make this a beautiful Monday. Come on. Let's go. Let's crush the week this week. Let's stay positive. And speaking of positivity, I'll even show you the secret chart, which is looking pretty decent this morning. Always be better, right? But I mean, for this morning, we're getting a nice bounce. I would like to see some, obviously some market structure here, but we're getting a bounce. This is pulse measured in E terms on the weekly. Is this bounce? Ask yourself, is this bounce, someone front running the news? I don't know. Could be. There's always insiders. Yes, even in the Richard Hart ecosystem, there's insiders. How do I know there's insiders? Go back and look at the SEC release of news. The price chart dropped off a cliff before the news hit. There's insiders willing to buy and sell that knows the information before everyone else does, even in the Richard Hart ecosystem. So unfortunately, I'm not one of those insiders, and most of you guys in this chat are not one of those insiders. Maybe one or two of you guys are, who knows? But we will see it on the chart, in my opinion, before the news gets released that the Interpol red notice is gone. This could be the start of it. Who knows? I don't know. I'd like to see some market structure, man. I'd like to see this shit come up, whatever. Come on and give it to me. Let's go. Pulse is up at 4032, which is not too shabby. Up on the day a little bit, about 10%. Pulse X 402188. Inc back, close to $1.30. I'd like to see that thing get back to $2. I'd like to see Hex get over a penny again. Geez, back at, decimal 007. And EHEX, man, still the shining star, 18% on the day, man. That's pretty awesome. Decimal 0027. So, yeah, it's good. We're seeing a lot of momentum, and maybe it is the insiders front running the price chart. Yes, there are insiders even in Pulse Chain. Proof. Go back, look at SEC. And when that thing happened, no one knew what the hell was going on when the price chart was dropping off the cliff until like many hours later when the news came out. So there is definitely insiders in here trading the information. Who knows? Maybe it's Richard's cousin or brother. We don't know, right? Maybe it's his attorneys. Fuck, I don't know. There's always insiders. So let's check in with you guys. See how everyone's doing today. What up, Sergey, my man? My man. Hello from Peru. The red notice is going bye-bye. Yep, I agree. The last engine is warming up. Turbulence upside is ahead. I agree, man. It's coming. It's going to come fast. It's going to come overnight while we're sleeping, I think. But watch the price charts, right? Because once again, I think we'll get some clues from the insiders pumping the chart, and then all of a sudden he'll come out with the information. So, man, it would be awesome to get Richard back and for him to be out of jail. I would tell you that. To get Richard out of jail would be amazing. Real billionaire boys. What's going on, man? Man, the intro gets me hyped all the way up. Laughing my ass off. Shit, it's time for the magic, bro. It was a good day to play the extra intro because, man, this is one of the last engines of the rocket ship that we need fired off, right? This is it. Richard coming back, getting out of jail, and him streaming again is probably one of the most bullish things that Paul Shane could get, right? Is get the man back. It would be so awesome. And yeah, it would be some magic, man, to be waking up every day and watching our freaking portfolio go up in value instead of like sideways and down, sideways and down, sideways and down. It's like, shit, man. Check my pulse, Team RAs. Let's go, my man. Let's effing go. What's happening, Corey? Man, I am loving life, feeling good. I am blessed. Bro, I'm blessed. I got my health. I got my family. Got you guys. Got the ecosystem. Got crypto. Get to be able to do things in my life that most people can't do in the middle of a move. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to get back to Arizona. Share the stream. The man has the alpha, baby. Let's go. Share it, guys. Man, I've been screaming at the top of my lungs the whole entire time. Red Notice is getting taken care of. All while the toxic KOLs who love Misery Loves Company is doing the opposite. He's in it for the tech. I'm in it for the gains, bro. Build the tech. I make the gains. Let's go. Let's go on, Fast Abdul. How you doing, bro? How are you feeling today, my man? RH is the man, bro. When he beats Interpol, shit. What's the next level of fun from the haters? That's what I want to know. Yeah, what is the next level of fun that they're going to talk about? It'll be interesting, but they'll come up with something, right? They always do. Belgium Hatsakim, what's going on, my man? Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. How deep is this Interpol? Interpol. I see what you did there, sir. Very good play on words. Pretty deep, especially when it comes to your pocketbook. If Richard's paying $25 million, you know, what is that? Is that the payoff for Interpol? Plus, I'm sure he's got his attorney fees. Yeah, it's pretty deep when you consider your pocketbooks. Deeper than my pocketbooks, I'll tell you that. If I was on the Interpol Red Notice, I'd be pretty fucked. I can't come up with that kind of money. I'd be like, all right, throw me in jail. Screw it. I would be screwed. If 25 million went to pay off Interpol, that is best case scenario. 100%, man. But I mean, I'm seeing, it's funny. I mentioned it on Twitter yesterday, and I saw people fudding the idea. Like, oh my God, bro, you are so effing selfish in the short term. Better than pumping our bags. Dude, it's so much better than pumping our bags. Like, the last thing we need is another exit liquidity pump. Come on, man. Like, I get it. We wanted to put some money in. I would love it too, but like let's time it right. Let's do it the right time, right? Let's get rid of Interpol. Let's go into altcoin season. Then inject some liquidity if you want. It can be glorious times, man, if it's set up properly. But if yeah, you can really fuck it up too at the same time. He's already tried like pumping the chain before, you know, altcoin season or before anything else came to fruition and it didn't work, right? People just dumped out and that was it. Notorious SOG. My friend had those LEDs glasses, but they overheat, exploded. Oh wow, wearing them now, it's blind in one eye. Let's go, bro. I mean, they're pretty cool. I think if they end up like, there's the Pulse X version of them. If they explode and I lose an eye, then I can be the next pirate in Pulse Chain. Oh man. Check my pulse. So sad when they silence the guys advocating free speech. Yeah, man, it's just, you know, that's how the world works, right? So extra Pulse X, what up, my man? Sub Gents, how are we doing? Ash, good find, man. Dude, I'm telling you, it's all coming to fruition. It's all playing out. Cindy Lou, good morning, Pulse Chain. Good morning to you, Cindy Lou. We love the ladies in Pulse Chain. Keep doing the good work. Corey reacts. Exactly, Corey. Man, is your name Corey? Is that how you spell it? C-O-R-E-E? Corey. It's cool. MVP, hey, Corey, and all you lovely people. And Crypto Mike, what is going on? A lot of you guys today. What's going on, man? This is good. You guys are buzzing around, man. I love this. It's going to be a good week, I think, in our ecosystem. It's going to be a good week for all crypto. I mean, as you guys know, we had the flash crash over the weekend, or was it the beginning? Was it Friday? I can't remember. But I didn't even pay attention. We had the flash crash from the terrorists, and we all were rebounding pretty well overall. And Pulse Chain was not affected by the flash crash. Go look at the charts, guys. It's crazy. I think Pulse Chain front ran the volatility about a month in, just front run it. So it's crazy. IHT Zaz. Nah, I don't think him coming back will be enough to moon us hard, but we'll definitely. Sorry, my daughter's in here dancing. Nah, I don't think him coming back will be enough to moon us hard, but will definitely help a lot. I think it will. I think it definitely helps more than him injecting liquidity. Of course, the combination of two would be great, but hey, I would take the Red Pool I would take away Red Pool notice over him injecting liquidity any day of the week. Andy P, glory awaits. That's absolutely right. Why would the powers that be so far out of their way to try to discredit, stop, and silence RH? They scared of him. They can't manipulate his financial tools. Well, for one, man, they see a lot of money, right? They saw a big mark on RH's head. He took in over $1 billion, roughly. I mean, if you count the Hex part. If you take into account the Hex part of the sacrifice, I mean, he took it over $1 billion, right? I mean, it was over 600 million for sure of raw liquidity he took in, and they saw a mark on his head, man. They're like, hey, we want some of that money. I mean, that's easy. And they were working with the SEC, I think. I think Gary called up Interpol or Finland and orchestrated the whole thing. That's what I think. Freaking Seaman Demon Gensler. But who knows? I'm just a guy on the internet. I speculate all this shit. You guys, this is never financial advice. What do I know? Who knows what is really going on? Yep. What up, Tam? How are you doing? Another great Pulsican lady in the community. You guys go and Tam does a Tuesday night show at 7 p.m. EST over on Twitter. I would say go over there and tune in. It would be great. I'm trying to get more ETH to get in on the dip. Crazy how people don't see that EHEX is going to rip. The original child has to blow up before any stepchildren get any shine. It's kind of true, man. I don't know. I mean, EHEX is pumping hard right now, dude. Up 20% on the day when the rest of the cores are up like 10%. That's a double. It's pumping twice as hard as the rest of the cores. So maybe there is something to that. You guys, once again, if you want to kind of go deep on some of the alpha with EHEX, go watch Johnny Chaos's stream with me last week. I think it was last week. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. Now you can see it in my feed on YouTube. It was great. Y'all, I'd like to see that too. Yep. That is really like open the floodgates. I think if Interpol's gone, I can't see what else would stop it. No, there wouldn't be. RH would be out of jail. We get RH back. We just need our founder back. Yes, I agree. Need someone at the helm, man. You got to have a leader. It's look at every great company. It has a leader at the helm, absolutely leading the charge, directing where the company's going to go, the vision, and we need that here. Alan, yo, another happy day in Pulse Land. We got that right, man. We are going, bro. Definitely better to pay Interpol. He can move around and run the ecosystem freely. People are short-sighted. This cycle is going at least another 6 months. The government liquidity cycle is 6 years now. I don't know if it's 6 years, but yeah, I'm following you. I think the business ISM is going to push out us, the top of the cycle somewhere in the Q1 or Q2 of next year. I also see a massive real estate crash coming in somewhere Q3-ish, maybe Q4 of next year. So it'll be interesting to see how that's going to play into everything. I think the top will come in before the massive real estate crash, but we'll see. I don't know, right? So it's going to be very interesting. But I think him being at the helm, we can absolutely send our ecosystem even before the rest of crypto goes, right? So if crypto tops out in somewhere in Q2 of next year, it'd be nice if we were like making all-time new highs around Christmas. I don't know. I'm just a dude on the internet. What the hell do I know? Hey, the myth, the man, the legend, Crypto 7. What up, bro, man? Show me the money. Let's go. We're going to be showing a lot of money when Richard Hart gets out of jail. And it's coming close. It is coming close, my friend. Share the stream. Best alpha here in Crypto 7. Yep, Monaco baby. Shout out to Crypto 7. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Crypto 7. Bring in the alpha every single day. If you guys aren't subscribed to Crypto 7 show, go and do so now. He has been streaming for years about our ecosystem, and we love it. We love it. Paul J. Maxey, he gave us those pumps, man. The whole gang is here, man. This is good, man. You guys are ready for the freaking rip. Tell you that. I think we're going, man. I think we're going. Ben Cowan into crypto, think cycle ends end of year. Hopefully he's wrong for once. Well, he also talks about, I think, yeah. And then he also bring up the business ISM. No, that was Collins Talks Crypto, I think. So Collins has brought up the idea of business ISM pushing out the cycle into Q2 of next year. And, you know, a lot of people are going to get caught off guard if it happens. I'm prepared for both scenarios. The key is, as an investor, you never want to be bought into anything 100%, right? I am definitely bought into that this time is different, or this time is not different. This time is different narrative never plays out. It's never different, but there's also, a way of looking at it where the business ISM controls the liquidity in the market, so it isn't different. The crypto revolves around, inflation. That's what it comes down to. And where there is no inflation going on right now, and businesses are a direct correlation or a measurement of that inflation, businesses are going under. They're going out of business. People are not getting promotions. People don't have extra money to spend because businesses are suffering. And I even see that within the real estate community and within the niche that I'm in. A lot of the guys who I know who were crushing it and killing it in 2021, 22, and even 23 are not doing that well now because there's just no money in the market. So what's going to happen? Well, people are not going to spend money on risk on assets when there's no money in the market. So that's where I get kind of torn. Do we top at the end of the year? I don't know. Do we get pushed into Q1, Q2? I don't know. Keep an open mind on both scenarios, though. And watch your bags, right? Your bags start pumping hard, man. Take profits. Fucking take profits, right? Like, that's the biggest thing. Don't sit around going, oh, I think there's going to be another higher top, 3 months down the road. You start making some money, man. You got life-changing gains on the table. Fucking take profits. Like, I don't care if it's next month and the cycle's not supposed to top to the end of the year. You take profits, period, in the story. And that way it doesn't matter where the cycle ends. You at least got some money put back into your bank account. You might miss some gains by taking profits on a 10, 15, 20x. That's fine. That's fine. For me, it is, right? Like, you could come and buy back the bottom too. But if you take profits, then it's not going to matter as much when the cycle tops, right? Now, if we just run sideways all the way to the end of the, we don't have any kind of altcoin season, then, these guys who are talking about the business ISM going into Q1, Q2 could be right. We just need to follow what's going on very closely. Okay. We also know the Feds drop they are going to drop 50 basis points from now to the end of the year. They're going to start injecting some liquidity. We're going to start seeing some of this money coming in. So, yeah. just keep an open mind is all I say. And I'm a big advocate of this time is different, is stupid. Like, I get it, right? I'm a big advocate of that. But we need to have an open mind too at the same time. Like, I don't believe it's going to be a super cycle regardless. Like, just because we get pushed, the top gets pushed to Q2 of next year, that's not mean Bitcoin goes to $1 million. That means Bitcoin hitting 180,000 and us getting an altcoin season later and then rather than earlier is what's happening here, not a super cycle. So don't fall into that stupid narrative either. Hex Thailand, what up, bro? Hey, Corey, good to be here. Here we go. Great stream. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it, man. This is we're getting prepared, man. Mentally, physically, financially, it is going to be fun. Ash, what percent down of real estate do you foresee? Depends, man. Your A markets will crash anywhere from 20 to 40%. Your B and C markets, 5 to 10%. A markets are like California, Arizona, Utah, Oregon, Washington. B markets are like, the Midwest, and then B markets like Florida, Georgia. Midwest is your C markets. So like Milwaukee. It's already come slightly down as recent rate cuts. Yeah, absolutely. What's good, Seek555? What's good, my man? Stroke that lovely, fluffy, cute like button, folks. Let's go. Smash the likes, hit the subscribe, help the algorithm. How I made, haven't seen you in a while, brother. Yo, Corey, clocking in. What is going on, bro, man? You ready? I hope you are, man. You've been with us for a long time. It's about to go, bro. It's going to happen. RGS, afternoon, Corey. Afternoon to you. Thank you, Tam. Great stream as always, Corey. Love your energy. Love your energy, too. Thank you so much. And, man, it's just we're getting close. We're getting close to the starting gun. I'm telling you, the rocket engine is about to fire off. And RH getting out of jail is pretty awesome. I'm excited about that. We are in a news cycle timeline. All you have to do is pay attention of the M2 money supply and the fact that we are getting rate cuts. People need to accept this and continue DCA. We will get rich. Oh, I believe that. We are in the highest appreciated asset class known to mankind. Think about that. The highest appreciated asset class known to mankind. Of course, the timing makes a big deal or a big difference. But regardless, Crypto Stylist, what is going on? Good morning to you. You ready for RH to get out of jail? I'm ready for RH to get out of jail. It's been happening for a while now. Most people don't know that. Most people don't know that. All right, I can handle that percent. Yeah, you just seem overheated. Real estate doesn't crash like crypto, bro. You don't lose like 90% of your value, right? It doesn't work that way. But a 40% drop in real estate is massive. That's freaking a lot of money for some people, right? I got friends who own like 20, 30, 40 houses, some who own 100, right? And someone who takes, a 40% haircut on a 100 property portfolio, that fucking sucks. So, and then you have problems renting it out and the market's just sucking, right? Like everything's sucking at the same time. And so it's coming, man. There's a lot of indicators showing that real estate has been topped for a while. In fact, right now we are higher than the 2006 market, bubble. And we are higher. And what goes up, guys, comes down. So you guys all know that. You're in crypto. Crypto is about to pump. I agree, man. It's about a time. Banks trying to hide the losses on real estate, praying those lower rates save them. They're praying, man. Hex Famous shit's getting freaking slaughtered next year. I'll tell you that. For once in your life, you can go out and buy a new build cheaper than what a pre-existing house costs. There's been never a time in history that ever happened. And that's because new builders are very good at forecasting and looking forward in the future. And they know that they got to sell their properties and price them right to sell. And homeowners are behind the timeline. They're behind the line, right? Like they're going to get wrecked. So, yeah, if you're thinking about selling your house, sell it now, right? Get out now and then buy back the bottom. So, Crypto Styles in the house, another fine lady in Heffican and Pulsican land. We love the ladies here. Thank you much. William Duggan, think Interpol gets settled sooner, brother? We want to see our stream. I think so, man. I think we're very close, bro. I think it's closer than you think. If RH is finished with this red notice crap, nothing stops us. Man, the handcuffs are effing off, bro. He gets out of jail. Also, get ready for some of your, in my opinion, altcoins or meme coins to get absolutely wrecked if RH comes back. Even think he's going to promote PDI. And look, don't go hate me, guys. All right, don't hate me a PDI or whatever. I get it. I have nothing against it, but like, man, if he comes on stream again, he's gonna be talking about all these things, dude. I mean, you think he's gonna promote like any of the stuff? No. A lot of liquidity is going to suck out, I think, out of the, and I can be totally wrong. Maybe it doesn't, but I think a lot of liquidity will suck out of the altcoins on Pulse Chain and get sucked into the cores. I think the cores will take back the limelight if RH comes back. So keep that in the back of your head. I mean, I own some other altcoins. Like I own like Solid X, right? Solid X is getting wrecked right now, but because of X games. But I own other stuff, right? And so just keep that in the back of your head. That stuff, like the air will be kind of sucked out of the room, I think, when RH first comes back. Now that will readjust, of course, and we'll still have like our own little meme coin, altcoin season on Pulse Chain. But I really think, man, I mean, the cores will pump hard, and man, there's people chase green candles. If the cores start getting green candles, just be mindful of that. If you're on other coins and you have if you have a big part of your liquidity in your, or your part of your portfolio and other coins on Pulse Chain, just be careful. Because if he comes back, man, the air is going to get sucked out of the room, at least for a little while. So, absolutely good to see Crypto 7. Subcore, he called Interpol, man, called on the phone. So, bro, let my boy out of jail, please. Let's go. We're done. $25 million. Here's the check. Thank you very much. Let me run it through a mixer first. Richard is back. Rate cuts, money printing. The whole hell is about to break. That is right. That is what we call a bull run. 25 million on the way to get RH out of hand. 25 million on its way to get RH out of hand, foot, and mouth shackles. Yes. Once this man starts speaking in public, it will be the start of crypto alt runs to Valhalla beyond 555. I agree 100%, especially our ecosystem, man. Daisy G, you need to be my real estate agent when I move next year. I used to be licensed, man. I was licensed for almost a decade because I was an investor, right? And so when I would sell my properties, I didn't want to like pay commissions out. And yeah, I was licensed for 10 years, man. So every once in a while I would buy and sell for friends, but I'm not licensed anymore, man. Screw all that shit. William Duggan, why do you think he's getting out of jail soon? Just little birdie telling me things. That's all. Plus, man, the writing's all over the wall now. I mean, go look at Nuclear Herbs post. They're changing the Interpol notice site. It's getting updated. 25 million went through a mixer. Yeah, stuff like that. Hex Famous, I might actually jerk off when you actually, no shit, man. Especially if it's live, bro. Especially if it's live. Oh, there he is. Brizology causing a little bit of trouble in the chat. PH is the real Hex. Yeah, I mean, I got both, bro. I don't give a shit. I don't care what Hex wants to moon. All I care about is making money. If EHEX wants to go and moon, shit, dude, I'm going to make money off it. I'll tell you that. If PHEX wants to go moon, I'll make money off that. I don't give a shit about that either. I love them both. People will buy EHEX at $1. JP, that's right. They will. Because they love buying green candles. XNEW is the real Hex. That's Abdul. Buy the entire supply if you really believe that. Pump the shit out of that chain if you really believe that. Brizology causing trouble in the chat. Our PDI will be $1. Yeah, maybe. We'll see, man. Like I said, if RH returns, man, a lot of these narratives that everyone spun up, in my opinion, are going to be gone. So, and man, I don't know. Can PDI pump with the narrative gone? Maybe. Sami's got a strong enough audience. It'll be Sami's meme coin, right? And it probably will pump. We'll get to $1. I have no idea, dude. Maybe. The most unlikely outcome seems to come true in crypto, right? And what they always say, so maybe it does go to $1. Who knows? Do you think the OA will merge the in-state to increase APY at the end of the bull? I mean, he kind of acts like the Fed, right? And controls inflation. And he's wanting to, pump the hell out of the chain when the timing is right. And so he took away the inflation. because we have a lot of guys, a lot of sharks and whales who love rolling monthly stakes and just dumping every single month. So he wanted to take those guys out of the equation. So I think the APY will increase when the next bear market comes back, and he'll give people incentive to go and buy and stake hex again. So we'll see. Once again, it's speculation, man, not financial guys. Guys, I'm a freaking guy in the internet. Like, that's it. Go buy and sell your own, whatever you want. The only thing I'll give you financial advice on is don't buy real estate. You'll get wrecked. That's all I'll give you financial advice on. We're going to win so hard. That's right, Corey. PWBTC will be at parity. I mean, I got a few of those coins. If he wants to go reach parity of Bitcoin, dude, I don't know what the hell is going to happen. Not during this cycle, Hex Famous, during next bull bear year. Oh, yeah. It's just what we're talking about with the APYs. Yeah, I agree, man. It makes sense, right? Like, he's going to incentivize people at the right time to buy that coin and stake again. And then vice versa. Right now, he doesn't want people to like just be dumping their yield, right? If you want to dump your yield, dump it in the bear market, not the bull. That's the way to do it. It's not, especially if he comes back and starts giving us the biggest green candles of our life. Shit. Then are you jerking off to RH or are you jerking off to green candles? I don't know. I think it's the green candles that you're jerking off to. Oh, there you go. Bearsology, E-Hex, and P-Hex will be 1-to-1 anyways. There you go, man. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with these guys, dude. I got a bag of it, and it's like, man, I've been holding that bag for so long. But apparently, like, Red Squirrel, he's a good trusted community member. He's tested the protocol. There is something there. So there is something to come into fruition there. I mean, when will it come out? I don't know. If you had to ask me, I think the protocol was grossly underfunded. They didn't really do a sacrifice, which was good, right? But guys, it takes money to build this effing shit. And they didn't really do that. And so I think they shot themselves in the foot. They should have done at least a small one for like maybe 5 million. I don't know, way back in the day, right? Like the guys who did like the 5 million second and they capped it, did really well. Look at Internet Money. Internet Money is like the picture perfect playbook of how a sacrifice should have been ran. And because they capped it at a very low amount, they took the money they needed to create the project, to fund the devs, to fund everything. And if Tetra had done that, maybe we would have seen the product out by now, functioning. I don't know, man. And I'm speculating here. I have no like insider information on this shit, but I like the idea of it. Like the vision of Tetra is fucking awesome. If they could pull it off, man, I think it'd be like game changer for Pulse Chain. If they could pull off that vision, I would love to see it, man. I would love it. And that's why I hold a bag, right? And maybe I should have held that bag, but man, I find that like all I should have DCA'd in this entire fucking market cycle was the cores. You live and learn. It is what it is. Going to get a R34 GTR. Oh shit, bro. I like the racing videos, dude. Do more of those. This stream goes hard, bro. Richard Hart's getting out of jail. Hashtag Richard out of jail. I should have put that in the stream. Only to massive green candles, bro. I'm not buying the RH part, jerking off. Massive green candles. That would make me do it. He's going to get more views than me soon. No, man. No, Crypto 7. No, I don't think so. Crypto 7 is the GOAT on views. Usually about 1,000 per show, which is good. You deserve it, man. Gerardo made out like a bandit. Yeah, he did, dude. I got crushed there. Crushed on my Mitra investment. I don't even want to talk about or think about it, man. It's so horrible. That, liquid loans, another one I got fucking crushed on. You know, when I was doing those sacrifices back in the day, that was coming out of the top from the last bull run, right? And I was still very new in crypto or new-ish. Like I came in the beginning of that bull run, man. A lot of lessons learned. I lost a shit ton of money. Shit ton of money. About 7 figures now, dude. Which sucks, right? Like over the cumulative of the since I first got into crypto and then to now. I mean, I still have a good sized portfolio, but man, I lost a shit ton of money, man, through this journey. It sucked. lessons learned, but it's going to be like, now it's made me a way smarter crypto investor from this point on. Like, I don't blame anybody. I don't look and go, oh, it's your fault that I lost this money. I take a step back and go, what did I do wrong? What can I do better in the future? How can I learn from my mistakes? Right. And that's what I do. And yeah, now I understand how these like ICOs, sacrifices work. So yeah, it's all right. Lessons learned. I got hard on for EX. Hex Thailand must have a big bag of EX. That's why he's got the hard on for. I see EX going to $1.84. Wow, why so specific? This cycle, 340 RH bonds, the tokens, opens, farms, both. Either one of those numbers would be absolutely insane for me. Did you fall for Moon King's rugs, Corey? I don't know which ones. I haven't really followed Moon King. I like the guy. Like, I know you probably don't like him. I like the guy. I think he's a net positive for Pulse Chain, in my opinion. You could hate me on that for that, but I do. But I don't follow like his price calls or go buy the stuff that he's in. I don't even own PTGC, and he's big in the PTGC, really big. It's one of his biggest bags and one of his biggest shills. It's not my shtick, man. I've gotten to the point now, dude. Like, all I want to do is DCA into the cores. That's it, dude. That's all I want to do. So, got wrecked way too many times. Duke of Booze, what up, bro, man? Are you ready for RH to get out of jail or what, dude? It's almost here. Almost here. Trust me, guys. We're almost there. Oh, shit, bro. That's great. That's a lot of views, man. Market's kind of heating up a little bit, I think. And the price chart's showing it, man. We're getting a little bit of pumpage. We'll see if it follows through. I don't know. You live and learn, bro. I tell you, man, I've lost a lot of money in my entrepreneur journey as a whole. Like, I told this story before on the show. My third real estate deal, and this is like 12 years ago. My third real estate deal, I lost my entire 401k money, my life savings. I lost $250,000 on my third real estate deal. This is back like when I didn't have a lot of money. Like, I didn't have $250,000 to lose. Like, I took a massive loan against my 401k. It was crazy. And I lost $250,000 in my third real estate deal. And had blamed the contractor who robbed me and fucked me over and tried suing him and like just blaming him and being the victim, then I would have never made no money. Like, it would have sucked. I'd probably still be dealing cards. I was a blackjack dealer before I was a real estate investor. And the fact that the only way I'm going to move forward is learn from my problems, understand the mistakes I made, and not do them again, and move forward and push forward. It's the only way I make that money back. And I made that money back way many times over. Way many times over in real estate. Way. So like, I was in real estate for a good, 12 years. Did really well. Flipping houses, wholesaling, it was great. And had I laid down after that loss, though, that shit would have never happened. I'd have never been successful. So like, sometimes you got to get your fucking ass handed to you before you learn what to do and not do, and before you become successful. I think that's in any asset class, anything you do in life, man. It's just how the shit works. And unfortunately, you just got to kind of pay your dues. And it sucks. It really, really sucks, right? Sometimes. So, Moonmut, good to see you all today. What's going on, Moonmut? Are you ready for RH to get out of jail? Let's go. Crystal 7, after I do this next DCA buy, I will be the new leader of EHAX. Just joking. Oh, shit, bro. He's going to go heavy. He's going in heavy to EHAX. Going to piss off the PHEX maxis. That's what he's going to do. If Hex pumps over $1, it might actually be a worse decision to do. Let me read this again. If Hex pumps over $1, it might actually be a worse decision to do to empty your bags, as Hex is solidified at 2 cycle with a high. I agree. Yes. I've talked about this in the show many times. If Hex goes and makes a new all-time high, you have just locked in that you are a multi-cycle coin and that you are here to stay for literally cycles to come, because that is the signal to the crypto ecosystem, the crypto universe, that you are here to stay and you're going nowhere. So that is a very good point. If Hex makes an all-time new high, yes, it is a multi-cycle coin, but there's still a caveat to this, right? In the bear market, it still will drop, right? Like everything does. Fucking Bitcoin dropped 77% last cycle. Okay? Now, will Bitcoin drop 77% this cycle? I don't know. Probably not. You got a lot more hedge fund money in there. Maybe it drops 50%. Who knows? Like, I have no idea. But Hex will have a correction and it will drop in the bear market. And then you better like scoop up your bags as much as you possibly can with new money you're making, or if you sold during the bull. Because you're right. If Hex goes and makes an all-time new high, it's over. It's over for the haters. It will go on to be a multi-cycle coin. That is what needs to happen. RH knows this shit too. Like, he's not an idiot. Like, he knows what the recipe for success is. Will it happen? I'm just a guy on the internet, man. I have no idea. That's it. But if it does happen, I'll tell you what, you're going to want to not pay any taxes on that money. Once again, my one shield for today, www.defiwealthtrust.com. If you don't want to pay taxes on your gains, you live in the USA, you can do that with this trust. Book a call. It's completely free. And see if the trust is right for you. You can sell, go into real estate, go into stocks, go buy a business, all tax deferred. www.defiwealthtrust.com. It's my one shield for today. Either way, book a call. It's free. Real billionaire boy, Corey, we don't even know how many people got destroyed from that liquidation yet. A lot of, I know, dude. So they say it was more in COVID. A lot of bodies will be made known tomorrow. Leverage trading will wipe your ass out. Laugh my ass. Man, it was brutal. I've never leverage traded in my life, man. And it's funny. I've taken a lot of licks in crypto, made a lot of mistakes, but it's not from leverage trading. It's because it's just never, I was never attracted to it. I don't know why. It's just, I didn't want to be like a day trader trying to like look at charts all day. And it's just not my thing. I want to understand charts at a very fundamental, like, standpoint, because I want to understand when to get in, right? When it says to get in, when to get out. But like, I don't want to be day trading it. So, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Sometimes it's just like, I don't know if it's utter stupidity or if it's just like I'm stubborn, man. I'm stubborn. I get my ass kicked. I keep going, right? I want to figure this shit out. And that's how like I took it when the real estate thing happened to me, man. I was like, man, I was stubborn. I didn't want to lose. Like if I just sat down and let it and did nothing else afterwards, and I just continued working my 9 to 5, well, then I lost. I didn't figure it out, right? I didn't learn shit. And I'm a very stubborn person, man. I've been rugged in crypto, and on these streets, Corey, it's part of life. That's it, man. We got a lot of fucking lumps in the head, man, from last cycle all the way to now, right? A lot of learning lessons. There isn't. I paid my dues, no more learning the hard way. And as always, no matter what you're going to do in life, you're going to learn some shit the hard way. It's just how it works. Imagine if Chaos didn't know any EHEX. He's like the EHEX spokesman, dude. Kind of like Sami's the PDI spokesman. Paul Streeting saying, games, let's go. Loving life right now. Man, Richard Hart was right. Richard Hart almost out of jail. That should be the hashtag right there. Johnny Chaos and Richard Hart live stream would be sick. I agree. That would be sick. Talk more about the trust. Is it not show? There it goes. The trust, man, it's just it's a deferred sales tax trust that we wanted to do DeFi crypto with. In fact, if I had known about this trust, I would have not even moved to Puerto Rico. I'm in Puerto Rico right now. Most of my audience knows here. I live in Puerto Rico. I'm moving from Puerto Rico here at the end of the month. And if I know about the trust before that, I would have not moved to Puerto Rico. Let me see if I have the video. I can play a real quick video about it. And most of the guys here have seen it, but why not? Let's play it. And it's a little cartoon. It explains it very well. And let me bring it up for you. It explains it really well.
Jeff is a successful crypto investor who's ready to retire and wants to access the equity in his bags so it can continue to support him throughout retirement. Jennifer missed the last bull run and wants to exit during this one. She wants to invest some of her earnings in real estate for a few years, then buy back into crypto at the bottom and hold for the next 3 years. Tom and Amy have a lot of crypto and are thinking of diversifying their crypto holdings across several different asset classes over the next few years. They've each got different goals and different situations, but they all have a similar desire to simplify their lives and benefit from their hard-earned equity. Each of them could sell and invest the cash elsewhere, but if they do, it's likely they could pay Uncle Sam 20 to 50% or even more of the profits from the sale. So how do they keep their proceeds working for them and their families? They called the folks at defertax.com and learned about a structure called the DeFi Wealth Trust. Using this strategy, crypto is sold to the DeFi Wealth Trust, and a trustee agrees to buy the assets in exchange for an installment note payable to the sellers. The trust then sells the asset to the crypto market, and the cash doesn't end up in the hands of the original seller, it stays in the trust. There are a multitude of benefits to this transaction, but chief among them are tax deferral. The original sellers never took possession of the cash, so the tax owed is deferred. The money can be invested and grow inside the trust tax deferred since this is an installment sale and they are the lien holders. They can begin to receive payments in just about whatever dollar amount or frequency they choose, and since taxes were deferred, more money from the sale of the crypto can continue to work for the original sellers, possibly for the rest of their lives. In fact, their kids can also inherit the trust intact. Best of all, you are the only one that ever holds the keys to the crypto. These three simple scenarios are only a few examples. There are obviously many more, both simple and complex, and there are many ways to apply this tax strategy either individually or in combination with others. So to learn more about this strategy and the many other tax benefits it offers,
there you go. A little more information about it. Once again, book a call with Chris. It's DeFiWealthTrust.com, and he can really break down, if the trust is right for you and your situation. We'll be using the trust when I leave Puerto Rico. So, and one of the key things I want to point out here with the trust is that you hold your own keys. That's the most important thing. We onboarded the trustee, we onboarded the tax strategist, and that whole office onto Pulse Chain. We onboarded them to fucking Pulse Chain to teach them DeFi so we can continue holding our own keys. There's no other trust out there like that. So we went and taught those guys how to do DeFi so that way we can have access to this tool in crypto. That's the key. So book a call, DeFiWealthTrust.com, and I'll put it here too. What's www? DeFi Wealth. If you don't want to pay taxes, man, I mean, if Richard Hart's getting out of jail and you live in the U.S. and you got a big Pulse Chain portfolio or Hex portfolio, something you might want to think about doing. I don't know. I'll be doing it because Puerto Rico sucked ass. It didn't suck that bad. Actually, there was a lot of good things that came out of it. We're glad we did it, but had I known about the trust, we wouldn't have done Puerto Rico. So... Is there a way to borrow against hex stakes and use it for tiled farming? Just curious. Borrowing against hex stakes. So the actuator protocol with HSI stakes is a way that you can borrow against hex stakes. You have to go and do some research on that. I don't want to go deep on what the actuator does and how to use it. And maybe I can have the founder of the show again. He was on my show once, like months ago. But the actuator protocol is a really good way to borrow against your hex stakes. And if Alex comes out with Hedron ICOSA number 2, I think it's called Sigma or something like that, I'm sure there'll be another mechanism in there where you can borrow against your hex stakes. So could be a good strategy at the market top, right? Smash the lice. The myth, the man, the legend have spoken. What up, Crypto 7? Let's go. SMO Spider. Let's do it. Repost it. Thanks, my man. I appreciate you. I know you guys got a little beef going on. It's always fun to watch, though. I love it. Lunacy Point. Hey, gang. What is going on, Lunacy Point? You ready for RH to go to jail? I know I am. Ruleboy, actuators your stakes. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, man. Actuator is a great protocol. They need a little bit more liquidity. But other than that, man, it's a great design. The founder's awesome. And I would love to see that protocol be a massive success on Pulse Chain, which I think it can, right? Like as long as we get the virality that we need or want, then stuff like that will really take off. That's based around Hex. Hey, hashtag build on Hex. Whatever happened to that shit, right? Everyone's hashtag build on Titan X. Get the fuck out of here. Hashtag build on Hex. Get the fuck, yeah, let's do that. Dude, seriously, I think this would happen If RH got out of jail, which it's only a matter of time, and all my watchers and listeners knew this, Joe Rogan's inevitable. The hard road is always the one worth choosing. And fuck, dude, you got that right. Why do I always got to learn the hard way, though, bro? It's just because the way I am. My voice. You guys got me screaming today. I know, 890 views right now. 80 of you guys on YouTube, smash the like, hit the subscribe, and 816 on Twitter. I love it. Let's go. Give me a retweet if you're on Twitter. And my man, bro, I miss you like crazy. Good morning, crew. Mr. Randy Hilarski. I love Mr. Randy Hilarski. Bro, saw that chart. Hold on. Jeez. I might have to cut a showdown. My throat. Yeah. Yeah, what's up with Solid X chart, bro? Damn. Fucking wrecked. I still got my bag. Still got my bag, though. Yeah, hold your keys, man. That's the key to DeFi Wealth Trust. I wonder if it's a good strategy for the trust would be put the assets in the trust instead of taking loans out against your bags on LL or Flex. So the trust is you do got to initiate a sale to initiate the trust. But book a call with Chris and discuss this strategy specifically with him to see if it makes sense. Jeez. I know, man. Fuck. Yeah, he is, man. He is in jail. Like, the reason why he has not been forefront facing the crypto universe and not streaming is because of Interpol. Everyone misunderstood Interpol. They all thought SEC was the big deal. No, Interpol was a bigger deal than SEC. Interpol wanted to arrest Richard Hart. They want to throw him in jail. They want to charge him $120 million. It's fucking nuts. Man, try not to, dude. Way better. A crud, you can only take so much money out every year. You have full control over the DeFi Wealth Trust. So if you want to take out $250,000 to go buy a Lambo, you can do it. Now you got to pay taxes on that self-enriching. It's called self-enriching disbursement. But all the rest of your money stays working for you tax deferred. You have full control of money in and out of the trust, which is why it's so sexy. DeFiWealthTrust.com. I'm trying, bro, man. It's I'll make it through. Shit. Jeez. That's 100% all right, Corey. And everyone was being sued by SEC, and we're the only one guys getting Interpol. Right. I know, man. And you were talking about on your show, dude, months ago about the severity of Interpol and how it's way more severe than what the SEC was. Like SEC, man, there was a shakedown for $30 million. Of course, Richard Hart fought them, got rid of it. Great. This is a bigger deal. We've even I've heard you talk about in your show. Big money is not going to come into Pulse Chain with something like this hovering over our head. There is big money watching us right now, waiting for this to go away. I got news for you. It's very close. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, it's way worse, man. I don't understand how people they don't see the severity of it. Richard can't go anywhere where if a country respects the Interpol rules, they will arrest him on the spot. I think that's how they got fucking Andrew Tate. Didn't they get him from streaming? That's why he's not streaming. They can track where he's at and go arrest him. Like, it's nuts to me to think that people think Interpol is a lighter situation than SEC. No, SEC was a $30 million shakedown. That's all it was. They just wanted some money out of Richard Hart. That's strictly it. Interpol wants him arrested. SEC didn't want him arrested. Yeah, you saw the FUD. Oh, this is fraud. They're going to throw him in jail. It's going to be criminal. No, it was never criminal. SEC was never criminal. It's always civil. People, just the haters wanted to turn it into that, right? But Interpol's a little different, man. There's a lot of countries who participate in Interpol, and he can't go anywhere without potentially getting arrested. Fucking shit sucks. I wouldn't stream if I was that threat of getting arrested. No. You're lucky that he's even tweeting, in my opinion. But I've also been saying for months now, his attorneys are working on getting rid of the problem, on a solution, on negotiating. It's all about money. It's always about money. You all can agree with that. Everything about this is about, anything in life, right? Especially like this, is about money. That's it. They've been negotiating for a while, man. And it could have come to a solution. And that $25 million that went through the mixer the other day, well, I don't know. Right? So, yeah, I'm all good now. I think I'm good. I got to be winding the stream down here a little bit and grab a lunch. And everyone's been, so did this one. What's the timeline for resolution per your sources, bro? I don't know. I don't know what the back end, how it works, man. Like, I don't know what the paperwork, like, there's changes being made, right? So there's something being done. The process is going through, and you can see that the Nuclear Herbs tweet. Okay. And I don't know, man. I don't know how, like, dude, I've never been wanted by Interpol. No, I ever want to be wanted by Interpol. Shit, we wouldn't see me streaming. That's for damn sure. I don't know. Maybe a month, maybe 2, who knows? Maybe 3. I don't know. I don't know the logistics behind all this stuff, right? The due process of all this and how it works. Like, once you cut them a check, what happens next? I have no effing clue. I wish I knew more about that. And maybe I'll try to do a little more research and find out. Yeah, I know. Shit. Screaming today. Why would they go that far of the way? We early on, the greatest financial tools ever created. Yeah, well, and they want money, man. They want fucking money, bro. So all that money coming to the sacrifice, and they go, oh, I want a piece of that. Plus, Mr. freaking Guzman Ginsler called them and made a deal with them, an arrangement. So that's why, if you notice, when Nuclear Herbs talked about, since the SEC resolvement, now we've been seeing changes on the Interpol site. It's because his lawyers are working with them. They're making this shit go away, but it's a slow process, right? It ain't gonna happen overnight. So it's all about money, though, man. It's all it's ever been about. He cut all the greedy middlemen out. He did. Interpol so shitty himself. I know, man. You got that right. Let's not forget the meme from RH with Season's greetings. I know. Shake the red notice off its back by Thanksgiving next month. I did not notice that part of the meme of that being Interpol on his back. Interesting observation there, Andy P. Huh. You guys know what meme Andy P's talking about, right? With the freaking monkey monster on his back. And it's like, yeah, it was a very bullish tweet by Richard Hart. That's a very interesting observation. That was Interpol on his back. Dude, even more fucking bullish, dude. I'm like, for me and my money, I couldn't be more convinced. You guys make your own decision on your own money. If you're not convinced, fine. You can push a sell button and go somewhere else. Just don't sit around and play the whole misery-less company game. It's fucking stupid, right? Even if you want clickbait, don't do it. It's not worth it. Go somewhere else and provide value. Like, I say that every fucking day on my show. Go provide value somewhere. Don't be the misery-less company guy. If you don't like it here, click out. It's so fucking easy, man. I say it all the time. You can make the money anywhere, right? I'm sure Sui would keep doing fine. I'm sure Solana will do well. The rest of the cycle. I'm sure Ethereum's going to do great, right? We're kind of betting on that. And a bunch of other blockchains. Avalanche is the new gaming chain. That's what they say. You can find a home somewhere else. Don't sit around here and play a miserless company. Either stay here and support and add value, or no. That's it. Ginsler did not add any value. He's a piece of shit. So glad he's gone. Interpol has a history of going after money. That's all it's all about, dude, right? Dude, it's a business. It's a freaking business. How do people not see it's a business? Right? It's a shakedown. And I knew they just wanted money out of RH, right? They want money out of RH. I think they wanted initially $120 million. $120 million. RH, you can just stroke that check. Fuck that. You end up getting attorneys. You end up coming to negotiation. Everything in life is negotiations. Everything. You go to the store, you can negotiate there, right? Like, especially here in Puerto Rico. Like, it's kind of a third world country. Everyone can go here. You can negotiate what you want, right? So, like, everything in life is negotiations. Hello, everyone. Fasten your seatbelts. Good times ahead. Friday was the manipulation. Yeah, dude. They're just get all the longs out, and all the leverage. It's crazy. It's a shit show. Interpol is full of scandals. Glob, yeah, dude. They got a bad history of just shaking people down for money, man. It's all this was, dude. It's all bullshit. It's all smoke and mirrors, but it's about money. And if RH can cut a $25 million check to go bye-bye, fuck yeah, he would. Why wouldn't he? You would. I would if I had the money. If I had all that money, here's $25 million, and I get to be out of jail. Let's go. My tinfoil hat is growing. Yeah, just like Roger Ver, 48 million to get off. Fucking ridiculous, man. Crypto bros. That's a cool celebration party. Will be legendary. I agree, man. I agree. What is playing it? Yep. Must be all the whiskey yesterday got the brain juice flowing. Yes, my Pulse T-March must have fired up the brain juice, buddy. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to hop out of here. We got 1,016 you guys watching. Holy shit. This must be a popular topic. Interpol Red Notice. Like, guys, seriously, we've been talking about this on the show for the last 3 months. They've been working on it this entire time. How do you think for a second that they worked a year and a half, getting rid of the SEC, spending millions and millions of dollars with some of the best attorneys in the world, but not do the Interpol, which is a way worse problem than SEC. Like, it's just wild. They've been working on it for quite a while now. They've been in negotiations. Did they come to terms? I don't know. Maybe. Was it $25 million that run through the mixer the other day? The payout? I don't know. It could also have been the payout for his lawyers to resolve the Interpol case. I don't know, right? I don't have the keys. I'm not sitting next to RH every day, but I do hear things once in a while. That's it. And what do I know? It could be all wrong. We could go to zero tomorrow. It's not financial advice. I let you guys know what I do mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. It's all I do on this show. You guys make the show. You guys are awesome. Yeah, smash the likes. Only 60. Come the fuck on. You guys know everyone smash the likes if you like this content. Let's go. Help the algorithm out. We're getting close, guys. Strap in. We're all going to make it. And once again, if you don't want to pay any taxes, because when RH gets out of jail and shit goes to the freaking moon, if you live in the U.S., you don't want to pay any taxes, you want to move to Puerto Rico, fuck it. Use the DeFiWealthTrust.com and you can retain your keys, man. It's awesome. It's the best product out there. If you don't want to pay any taxes, you want the taxes deferred. It's a great way to do it, which is what I'll be doing when I leave Puerto Rico, right? Because if RH gets out of jail, man, it's fucking over. Man, he probably will go on Joe Rogan. I speculate, why wouldn't he? He loves that shit. He loves the limelight. His ego feeds off that. I would absolutely love to see him do it too, to shut down the haters. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Remember, if you want to add value, or actually, if you want to 10x your portfolio, the way you do it is by adding value to your community, adding value to your fellow man, your fellow woman, right? You take that value that you get back, aka money, and you put it in fucking crypto and you 100x your effing life. And you can be the one in your family to break the chains and curse of mediocrity, right? For your family lineage. That's what I'm here to fucking do. That's it. In a story, right? You guys can do the same. That's why you guys are here. You're called to this. That's why you're in here. Sure, you might want some Lambos and some women. I don't know. You'll get over that phase, though. Trust me, I went through the phase. Real estate was what took me to that phase. This now is working on family, generational legacy. So you guys can do that, but you got to start by creating value in the real world to do that. You guys, I love every single one of you. You guys are freaking awesome. Hold the line. The red notice, man, it's just all smoke and fucking mirrors. You know that. It is serious, but to think for a second that they're not working on that, come on. And now we got proof. The website's getting updated. Ever since the SEC shit got dismissed. And the latest update or the latest something that happened behind the scenes was in the beginning of October. So just hold on to your pants, see what happens. Guys, I'll see you probably tomorrow or the next day. I'm not sure what next day I'll stream. I go 2 to 4 a week. Guys, if you're new here, click the like, smash the subscribe. Come over to YouTube and subscribe. It help the algorithm a lot. We're going to keep bringing the good news of crypto all through this bull market. We're going to be talking about real estate and how it's going to get wrecked in the next year and going in to scoop the bottom of that too. So, guys, once again, love every single one of you. Peace.